Good evening, everyone. I'm Lynda Loveland with WRAL, and on behalf of our hosts tonight, Feed the Dialogue NC and BASF, it is my privilege to welcome you to a very special screening of Farmland. We are happy you are all here with us tonight. Now, many of us in attendance are generations removed from the farm. In fact, less than 1% of all Americans are farmers, less than 1%. The majority of us know very little about how our foods are raised and grown and the farmers who feed us. Well, that is the backdrop of the film that you're going to see tonight. In Farmland, Academy Award-winning director James Moll chronicles 6 young farmers, their lives, what they do on a daily basis, providing a unique perspective, their perspective, something you don't get to see too often, on the high-risk, high-reward work of farming. I believe this film is going to be a real eye-opener. I think you will too when you see it. And this will hopefully, at least in some small measure, I think, help us reconnect with the farmers that feed us. Our host for this evening also wanted to open our eyes to another issue, hunger. It's all around us. In a time and land where safe and affordable foods are so abundant, it is truly hard to believe that nearly 1 in 6 Americans are struggling with hunger. 1 in 6 is all around us. And that's why BASF and Feed the Dialogue NC have worked with the North Carolina Theater to ensure that $5 from each of the tickets sold tonight will go directly to the food bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina. At this time, I would like to call Nevin McDougall, Senior Vice President of Crop Protection for BASF, and Dana Lang, Chairman of the Board for the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina, for a very special presentation.
Great. Well, on behalf of BASF, and I know I've got a lot of BASF colleagues with me here tonight, it's a real pleasure to welcome everyone and be a part of this screening of Farmland, I think a first for North Carolina. And I think, a lot of the great merits of the film of connecting society, consumers back to the farm, I think is a very powerful and impactful message that we'll all experience tonight. So I haven't seen the movie yet, Dana, but I've seen the trailer. It's been a good teaser, so I'm ready to watch it tonight. But I think the other aspect, on a little more serious note, this fact of 1 out of every 6 Americans living below the poverty line, struggling to make ends meet. It's actually very serious in North Carolina. Over 500,000 North Carolinians don't have enough to eat on a daily basis, 190,000 of which are children. So a pretty significant number, and I think a significant topic that warrants attention and resources to address that. So it's my pleasure tonight to pass along our donation to the Food Bank of North Carolina, and I think it's a small token from our side to contribute to this effort and help do the right thing. So if I'll get the check.
Get the check.
I'll get the check. There we go, and it's a check for $17,000.
So much. Very generous.
Wow, thank you all for all your contributions to help feed our hungry neighbors. That was fantastic. That was great to see. Now, I shared with you earlier that tonight is a very special screening of Farmland, and it is indeed very special because we have one of the farmers who shares his story in the film with us here tonight, Ryan Veldhusen. And we are also very fortunate tonight to have Farmland's Academy Award-winning director, James Moll, with us this evening as well. So, gentlemen, if you please stand so we can recognize you. Pretty exciting. Now, at the end of the film, we invite you to stay around for a few minutes for an audience Q&A session with James and Ryan, and also North Carolina Farmer and 2013 U.S. Farmer and Ranchers Alliance Farmers or Faces of Farming and Ranching winner, Bo Stone. Where are you, Bo? There. It's going to be great. Now I want to ask Randy Krotz, CEO of the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance, to say just a few words about the film tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everybody. Just a moment or two. First, I want to share a quick story. Last night, I was able to spend some time with Nevin and folks from the the BASF organization. And of course, when you get a chance to do that, there's all sorts of things that you want to talk to an organization about when you really run on donations like the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance is. I was so intrigued with what Nevin wanted to talk to me about was how to feed the people in the United States that are hungry. And I think that says so much about your organization and the people that were around you last night. So I commend you for that. I haven't been with U.S. Farmers and Ranchers all that long, about a year, but I've been with the organization pretty much since the project got started with James. We're so proud to be a part of the documentary Farmland and to be able to work with James Mull and the 6 film subjects that are in the film. It's been so treasured. I'm a Kansas State grad, grew up on a farm in Kansas, still an active farm today. That's 2 of us. I would have never dreamed. I actually have a science degrees, and I would have never thought that I would have spent my career defending agriculture, but it's exactly what I've done. And I think the smartest thing that we ever did was just a few years ago, we decided that the people that should really step forward and as an industry help get the voices heard with consumers more than ever are the farmers and ranchers themselves. And that's what this project and what our organization is all about. And you'll see that brought out in the film, and we're very proud to be a part of it. And still today, U.S. Farmers and Ranchers focuses on that every day, to work with consumers and tell the story of farming and ranching through your voice and through all the organizations, the 80-some organizations that work with us. We're very proud to be a part of this film, with this evening, with BASF, the North Carolina Food Bank, what a great organization, and then the North Carolina Animal Agriculture Coalition. So enjoy your evening. It's such a great crowd, and I know you will enjoy the film. Thank you.